Have you ever trusted someone so completely, only to have that trust shattered? Let me tell you a story about Arjun and Mira. Arjun believed Mira was his safe harbor, the keeper of his dreams, his secrets, and his heart. He gave her everything, holding nothing back. Then the unthinkable happened. One day, he discovered that his deepest, most private vulnerability, the one he had shared with her in whispered confidence, had been told to someone else. The shock was instant and brutal, like a sudden storm crashing over a calm sea. It wasn't just a broken promise. It was a profound betrayal that left him feeling utterly exposed and lost. The world he knew, built on a foundation of trust, crumbled around him, plunging him into a lonely darkness. The shadows of betrayal were long and cold, and for a while, Arjun felt like he would never find the light again. Days turned into a blur of confusion and heartache. He felt broken, questioning every memory, every shared smile. Was any of it real? The pain was a constant heavy weight on his chest. It would have been so easy to let that bitterness take root, to let it poison his view of the world and everyone in it. He replayed the moment of discovery over and over in his mind, each time feeling the sting as if it were new. He felt small, insignificant, and foolish for ever trusting so deeply. But in the suffocating silence of his own thoughts, a tiny spark of clarity emerged. He started to realize something powerful. The pain, as immense as it was, didn't have to define him. What truly mattered wasn't what had happened to him, but how he chose to respond. The betrayal was a chapter in his story, but he held the pen to write the rest of the book. This realization was his first step out of the shadows. He knew he couldn't fix everything overnight. The journey back to himself had to start small. So he began with the most important relationship of all, the one with himself. He started rebuilding trust, not in others, but in his own judgment and his own worth. We revisited the passions he had set aside, painting, hiking, writing. With every brushstroke, every step on a new trail, every word he put on paper, he was reclaiming pieces of the person he was before the heartbreak. He started choosing his relationships more carefully, surrounding himself with people who didn't just hear his words, but respected his boundaries and honored his worth. He learned that true connection wasn't about sharing every single secret, but about mutual respect and genuine care. He was building a new foundation, this time made of self-love and resilience. The process was slow, and some days were harder than others, but he was healing. He was growing stronger with each conscious choice to put himself first. Months passed. The deep wound had started to become a scar, reminder not of the pain, but of his strength to overcome it. Then, one afternoon, Mira came back. She stood before him, her eyes filled with regret, asking for his forgiveness. A year ago, this moment would have torn him apart. But now, Arjun just smiled. It wasn't a bitter, I told to so smile. It was a calm, genuine smile of a man who had found his peace. He had grown beyond the shadow that once threatened to consume him. He understood that her apology was for her own closure, but his healing was for him. He had learned that true strength isn't about never falling. It's about rising from the ashes of betrayal, embracing your own incredible worth, and letting your inner resilience shine brighter than any shadow that dares to cross your path. You are the author of your own story, and you decide how it continues. Thank you so much for listening. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content about navigating life's challenges. See you next time.